This playthrough is rated T for teen.
So basically, what happened, folks, is we convinced him to let go of his force abilities or quit focusing on the force so he could die. We basically had him commit suicide. Yeah, that's kind of messed up, dude. It's one of the few story bits in the game that I'm not sure how I feel about that. That like that's how we beat him is we because his will is basically so strong that he that like he just can't die, every time we fought him. So we basically had to. I mean, the idea is interesting. The whole we basically fight him, but through conversation blips, we convince him to let go and release the force, thus killing him. I mean, he might have died eventually anyway if he let go of the force and not by us because of all the wounds on him. But yeah, we basically just convinced him to kill himself. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. It's messed up, I think. I mean, you don't think about it until you actually like talk about like what happened to Sion. And I guess Sion was more of an apprentice or pupil to Traya than being like equals. Though he hates her, so it's kind of weird how he hates her, but yet wants her to be his.
At last you have
his master. I don't
arrived.
know.
Is Malachor as you remember?
Well, there's a bit more dust everywhere and a bunch of storm beasts, but I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Yelp review. Yeah. Try it out. No, there's much I must ask you. Malachor has not changed, only you have. It's not too late, Kreia. I can save you if you let me. I have come to kill you, Kreia. It's not too late, Kreia. I can save you if you let me.
I have thought of this moment more than you know. And I wondered if here, at this ending between us, if you would care enough to try to save me. If a Jedi could find it within themselves to spare one who has fallen so far. I wanted you to say those words. For that I am grateful. But I do not want your mercy. I want you to break.
As light side, no way. As dark side, I want you to break, basically, is how I feel about this. Yeah, sorry, got something stuck in my throat almost. Let's see. You'll answer for every betrayal, every deception. This let us end this. Malachor will survive, but you will not. There is much I must ask you.
You no doubt have many questions. I would be a poor teacher if I did not give you the answers you seek here now.
Oh, well, thank you for that, anyway. One last little bit of exposition before the finale. Why not? What happens now? Why me? Why have you done this? Why did you destroy Atris?
I never destroyed Atris. She had destroyed herself. I merely stripped away the illusion and brought her truth. Her teachings could not be allowed to continue. And like Malachor, she was part of your past, unresolved. She needed to be something you could confront and defeat one last time. It was part of your training. Part of what was needed to make you complete. And there must always be a Darth Traya. The galaxy needs its betrayers, especially in the times to come. She loved you, as one loves a champion. You were all that she could not be.
I am pretty awesome as an MC. So, and then, earlier in the episode when I talked about how, like, oh, what is Traya? Is that a city or something? I forgot her name was Darth Traya. I don't know why. It's talking about her. My brain just, like, shut off for a second when I said that earlier. She never mentioned such feelings. Didn't she? Like, didn't we talk to her? Did she mention something about loving me or something? Or really caring for me? Maybe I misremember that. I thought she had nothing but contempt for me. I have no time for the reminiscence she defeated. That is all that matters. You destroyed her and you will answer for it. She never mentioned such feelings.
Yes. It is all that is left unsaid upon which tragedies are built. More echoes traveling through the Force.
I guess that's true. What's left unsaid is the essence of it. Yes. This academy here won't last, Kreia. I can activate the mass shadow generators again. Why have you done this? You were manipulating me all along. Why me? What happens now? It's not too late, Kreia. Well, we already did that. This academy won't last, Kreia. I can activate the mass shadow generators again. Apparently, we're in contact with BioWare about the mass shield generators the whole time, even though there's never a direct talking to him. It's just assumed we talk to BioWare at some point or go to, depending on our interactions.
More talk of machines and threats. If you would end Malachor, then do it. But it will not be a victory for you. And of course you must be willing to die. To kill us all. And your friends. You may hold Malachor in your grasp, but I hold the answers to your past and future in mine. Would you destroy us both before learning them? If so, then do it, for you have already failed me.
If I had to, I would. You have to be stopped. Why have you done this? Why have you done this?
It is said that the Force has a will. It has a destiny for us all. I wield it, but it uses us all, and that is abhorrent to me. Because I hate the Force. I hate that it seems to have a will, that it would control us to achieve some measure of balance when countless lives are lost. But in you, I see the potential to see the Force die, to turn away from its will, and that is what pleases me. You are beautiful to me, Exile. A dead spot in the Force, an emptiness in which its will might be denied.
It's kind of interesting. It's almost like the Star Wars version of trying to kill God, almost, when you think about it. Even though the Force isn't God, but you know, like an energy force. And I wonder if she just hates it because does Traya hate it so much because she gets manipulated by the Force because of its own will? So she hates being manipulated so much, even though she's willing to manipulate people, that if someone manipulates her, it pisses her off, and the Force, she can't do anything about it. You know, yeah, exactly. If you hate the Force, why do you use it?
I use it as I would use a poison, and in the hopes of understanding it, I will learn the way to kill it. But perhaps these are the excuses of an old woman who has grown to rely on a thing she despises.
That was like some weird audio difference there, something like that. Man, catching all the weird glitches, and by the end of the game, at least it's better than KOTOR 1, especially, at least when I was emulating that one through my Xbox 360. It had so many issues with the final movie and everything. It kind of annoyed me. Why me? Well, we know why me, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Why me?
Perhaps you were expecting some surprise, for me to reveal a secret that had eluded you, something that would change your perspective of events, shatter you to your core. There is no great revelation, no great secret. There is only you.
Well, it's because I have that dead Force, or the scar in me, right? That's really the main reason, not because of my personality or whatever. It's just because of what happened to me that's important, you know. But there were other Jedi you could have... Well, no other Jedi had the wound, right? But there were other Jedi you could have chosen.
No, there were not. In times past and in times future, there are Jedi who will stop listening to the Force, those that will try to forget it, but maintain unconscious ties. And those, as in the past, just as I, who have had the Force stripped from them. But no Jedi ever made the choice you did, to sever ties so completely, so utterly, that it leaves a wound in the Force. It was a mistake to try to make you feel it again. I see that now. There is no truth in the Force. But there is truth in you, Exile. And that is why I chose you.
What? I mean, doesn't that mean the Force have some will if the Force allowed me to get my wound in the first place? You know, it's like, you lose again, Traya. The Force knows everything. Okay? No. Why have you done this? You're manipulating me along. What happens now? You were manipulating me all along.
Yes, always. From the moment you awoke, I have used you. I have used you so that you might become strong, stronger than I. And I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves, so they could be killed by the Republic.
I see. You were doing all your machinations behind the scenes just to get to your end. I mean, that's a good manipulator, being able to do that. So you used me to get revenge on Sion and the others. Okay. That's obviously the top answer. So you used me to get revenge on Sion and the others.
I used you to keep the Lords of the Sith from condemning the galaxy to death with their power unchecked. I used you to lure them to Telos, where they could be at last fought and killed. I used you to reveal Atris's corruption so that her teaching could be ended before it began. I used you to gather the Jedi so they could be destroyed. And I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves so they could be killed by the Republic.
So the Jedi Council, Sion, Nihilus, and all those others, huh? Well, I guess I can't blame her. I mean, if I had a generally vengeful heart, I'd probably do that too. It's not too late, Traya, save it. What happens now?
The apprentice must kill the master. If you do not, I will kill you. If I do not, then all you have achieved will be as nothing, as empty and as violent as Malachor itself.
So, but don't you kind of need me for your whole killing the Force thing, or does your ritual, whatever you gotta do, not need me anymore? Maybe she figured out because of maybe it's because of that bond, that Force bond is so strong that even maybe she has something similar to the wound or something like that, or can access it or something. So maybe I don't need to live to do that, but I will not fight you.
Then you will break, and then, my apprentice, you shall die.
Why does Traya remind me of the Emperor Palpatine so much? Then again, Emperor Palpatine, or Darth Sidious, was a master manipulator as well. So maybe that's why they have so many similar dialogue options, or it's just a reference that the people who made this game really like Star Wars. Why just to? It's not too late, Traya. I can save you if you let me.
I have thought of this moment more than you know, and I wondered if here at this ending.
Okay, I said those. I don't know why.
But I do.
Well, then okay. I guess then I must ask you why, or there's much of no, I already did that. Malachor has not changed, only you have.
Indeed. Perhaps it is merely your perceptions of me that have changed. It is strange that you believe Malachor has not. But it has always been timeless to you, this place, and words have always been inadequate for the horrors that took place here.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Let's reset the
I
dialogue.
wondered
I kind of wish the game would just let you
wanted to,
choose and then go
but I
and
do
then
not
not have them be available again. But it looks like you can kind of go through a loop if you're not worried, if you're not paying attention. Then let us end this. All right, time to fight the final battle of the game against Darth Traya herself. Oh boy, what's this master manipulator going to be able to do for one who hates the Force so much? We'll have to use the Force to defeat us. What the? Did she just absorb my powers? Oh. Nasty, nasty lady. How dare you? Alright, gotta be careful. Although she doesn't have a lot of really strong attacks, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Alright, this is part 1. I think there's like multiple sections. Whoop, gotta heal. And she keeps absorbing my life force, as you can tell every time she zaps me, she heals. Which makes sense. She has a... Okay, let's go back to smacking her. She's not absorbing too much, though. It's not too bad. Actually, I'm kind of surprised she's not absorbing my Force Enlightenment. Oops. Nope. Let's try... Yeah, she doesn't do a lot of damage, at least on this first section of the fight. Alright, she's almost out. Hey, she survived longer than most of the other dudes in the game. I'll give you credit, Traya. Yield, Traya. You do not need to die. I don't need your teaching anymore. I have defeated you, both in mind and body. Are you ready to die, old woman? And so the master falls. No. Yield, Traya. You need not die.
If you do not kill me, I shall end you. Strike me down. End this.
Strike me down, and your journey to the dark side will be complete. Man, you think I would have, during the course of the game, do a lot more like quotes from the movie, whether it be from Emperor Palpatine or whoever, but I remember quotes, but I'm not as good as like quoting them word for word off the top of my head. I have to really think about it. I am a Jedi. I will not strike a defenseless opponent. No, this is already over. Your life is yours, Traya, and you cannot teach me anymore. Then prepare yourself. I'll make this quick. It shall be my pleasure. I am Jedi, and I will not strike a defenseless opponent.
You will not show me mercy. I will see you break before you do.
Well, she healed herself. Oh, so she has almost 900 HP. Wow. Yeah, we get to fight floating lightsabers. What the? Okay, anyway, let's heal up. I think, if I remember correctly, they're actually pretty nasty, so I have to So probably better to get rid of the floating lightsabers first. Uh-oh. Yeah, I forgot that they're... I think this is actually the hardest part. Oh, crap. These guys are really nasty. Holy... I'm gonna have to... like, they're really blasting me, like, badly. No, come on, game. Don't attack. Holy crap. Wow, they murdered my butt. Alright. I forgot that the lightsabers are really, really nasty. Because they just all just, like, go super main on you. Okay. Let me see. I might go back. Give me a second. I'm going to cut to when we get back to the lightsaber fight again. Because I think it saves, like, right before that. So I'll see you all in just a second. Yeah, kind of a anticlimactic to lose to the 3 lightsabers, even with my buffs and everything like that. I should have buffed and maybe did the I forgot what that ability the one that lets you like get a minor buff or minor resistance to certain types of damage. I might look at my armor again, see if I can find some some lightsaber shields or something like that might help me against this, or either that or separate the blades. But yeah, give me a second to go through the dialogue and then we'll get to the fight again. So I'll see you all in just a second. Alright, we're back. Okay, this time I'm not going to just let the lightsabers freaking wreck me this time. So I'm going to like actually run around and not let them just destroy me right off the bat. So looks like basically the way to do this might be just isolating them or at least attacking them one at a time. Too bad I don't have like... I wonder if any of my force abilities will work on them. It does some damage, but they save. They probably use her saves for her attack, so... Oops. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can get at least one of them to get hit. See if I can do... I do a decent amount of damage when I'm not, like, not running for my life, so... Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I had the same issue last time I played this game. I got... No, don't attack. I want you to heal, dude. Yeah, you've got enough force. It's just... Alright. God, random, like, little clips in the noise is kind of bugs me, though. No? Buff! What the hell, game? Do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we just need to... It's really because of, like, how many... Like, how they're all ganging up on me, so I have to, like, be very careful. So I have to, like, fight them, run, fight them, run. No! Heal! What the hell? Why is it sometimes, like... Like, sometimes it won't heal, and then it just goes back to me, like, standing there like a dork. Yeah, it's probably some of the glitching in the game itself, or maybe the... Okay, let's see if we can... I need to finish her off her other lightsaber. That way I've got one less. 90 damage, holy crap. Okay. Actually, maybe I should do some of my where's my, like, super heals? Let's do some of those, just to... That way I don't, like, waste all my force abilities, you know, force points or whatever. Come on. There we go. There we go. If we can just keep... better run now that I'm... Alright, back to this again. Let me... Oops. Nope. Come on. Yeah, finally using all these advanced med packs, at least. Game! Thank you. Jeez. Like, why are you sometimes not doing your abilities like you're supposed to? Or activating the, There we go. Okay. I might as well fight the one that's, like, right next to me. Alright, I might be able to just... Alright, one more. Then we can worry about single. Okay, we'll do... Get 3 of those, and then get my buff up. And then that should be enough. And then we'll be able to smack this guy. Yeah, I think the 3 lightsabers of Traya are probably the hardest thing in the game because of just how they just destroy you if you let them.
At last it is done. By killing me here, you have rewarded me more than you can possibly know.